Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new playthrough, a new season in the Dungeons and Dragons, the board game playthrough, gameplay, sort of. um, and to be honest with you, I've decided to go all in, absolutely all in, as you'll see in just a moment. I'm not sure what's going to come out of this because, guys, I've combined all six boxes together. I'm not counting the what's it called, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, because let's not talk about it. Yeah, I find it very lackluster, and I don't even want to go there. I don't think I will ever be buying this. I'm a completionist. I like to have my games complete, painted all in with all the bits and pieces, including custom content. But this one, yeah, I think I'll stay away from it at least until I find it somewhere on sale. But if you ever wondered what the decks look like when you combine all six boxes, let me show you. This is the encounter deck. All six boxes combined, mixed, shuffled. I did my best to shuffle these as well as I could. We'll see what comes out of it. But what I'm perfectly sure that will come out of it is a unique experience. So every playthrough will be completely different. It's like a roguelike, Souls-like experience, right? This is the monster deck. All right. So this is the amount of monsters that we have. And you might, if you watched my other playthroughs with D&D, you may have noticed that I've been incorporating a lot of custom content like room event decks and treasures and things like that. But before I introduce the custom made treasure deck, this is the original out of six boxes. Okay, so they are shuffled, mixed, whatever. We'll see how it goes. There's no custom content in here. There's a separate deck like this of treasures alone. Yeah. So there you go. What I've decided also to do is to mix and match some of the characters from different boxes. So this is my completely new, fresh party. I'll tell you all about this, what you see in front of you in just a moment, but let me introduce the party. So our fighter warrior is Brunor, Battlehammer Dwarf. So we're going to be using this miniature that we have from Descent 2nd edition. Yeah, I really like that. It's a sturdy dwarf that will attack with his, well, not battle hammer in a way, battle axe, if you like. So at the end of your hero phase, you can take 1 damage to deal 1 damage to an adjacent monster. I think that will come in handy. Okay. We'll just quickly go through his abilities without going into details. You can pause and read it for yourselves. We will be going through these as we play through the mission. Anyways, so here's a lucky hit, bodyguard, clan battle hammer shield, power strike, and notched axe. Okay, so that's actually quite fitting to his miniature. Right, our healer for the party is, our favorite Quinn. Quinn from Wrath of Ashardalon, is it? I think it is. So Quinn, where are you? Again, we're using the Descent 2nd edition Avric. I think it was his original name. So he's got his club there and a shield. Looks like at least medium armor, very similar to what he's carrying on the picture there. So when you or any hero on your tile regains 1 hit point or more, that hero can also end 1 condition currently in effect. Okay, so we will be exploiting that quite a lot. His abilities, he has his Bless, Blade Barrier, which I really enjoy placing and taking advantage of, healing him, Cleric Shield, and Sacred Flame. Okay, so that's Quinn, a cleric. Who's next? Our rogue for the party is Rat Shadow, Lightfoot Halfling. Okay, and she's got the cunning action. You may take a second non-attack action during your hero phase. Ooh, that's quite interesting. That gives us quite a few additional options, like extra movement. So mobility will be something that we will take advantage of. And there, this is the miniature again, Descent second edition. Oops, sorry for that. Dropped her. This one comes from Trollfins, if I remember correctly, with this net here, a dagger on the side. Yeah, so there she is. Rat Shadow. Right, abilities. Let's put them in the order. So our at will powers are rapier. So attack with a sword with a rapier. Throwing daggers. Use magic device. Reliable talent and deadly assault. Yeah. Okay, and last but not least, our wizard, our sorcerer, our spellcaster is Nimeshtra. Right. Over channel. Once during each of your hero phases, after you hit with an attack, you may take 1 damage to deal +1 damage. So it's quite similar to what our dwarf fighter can do, but she can do also. Okay. Let's see what her abilities are. Oh, and by the way, again, Descent second edition. This is, the set that I've got painted with a lot of miniatures, and I quite enjoy the miniatures from Descent second edition. This is Selena from Descent. She's standing by this stream there, She looks like an elf sorceress. Yeah, so there she is. She starts way over there. I'll tell you about it in just a second. Anyways, her skills: wizard, yeah, chill touch, shocking grasp, true strike, big beast hand, and vampiric touch. So there you are. That's our party. The mission that we're playing comes from Castle Ravenloft, okay, and it's called Horror of the Howling Hag. The heroes are trapped in the dungeon crypts by the Howling Hag. Now they have to find each other and a way out. Okay, when you start the adventure, read this. The Howling Hag, an ally of Strahd, has used her magic to trap you in different parts of the dungeon crypt. This will keep you busy while I complete the ritual as Strahd commanded, she muttered as she teleported you away. Now you have to navigate the maze of corridors to find each other. Moreover, you need to find the Howling Hag and stop her from completing the ritual. Okay, so this dungeon consists of crypt tiles only. The crypt tiles are the ones with the skull, which you can find in Castle Ravenloft box only, I think. So the way you set them up is you have your crypt corners in corners of the map, and all the others consist of crypt tiles depicted with a skull, like this one, the arcane circle right there in the middle. Okay, this is our boss, Howling Hag. Okay, there she is. And this miniature comes from Folklore the Affliction, which I have almost fully painted. By the way, Folklore the Affliction, absolutely amazing game. I always compare it to Baldur's Gate on a table. I know it sounds like a blasphemy, but for me it is, especially when you incorporate the rumors. You just can do whatever you want in this game, and I love it. I will be showcasing Folklore the Affliction on the channel, but I need to find a way of how to do it in order to avoid spoilers and bore you to death with reading all the narrative passages. Anyways, this is our Howling Hag. I will introduce her AI card as soon as she activates, but for now we'll just put her on the side. So that's the layout of the map that we're going to be playing on. As you can see, it's 5x5, huge crypt in which the Howling Hag is performing her ritual. And every hero starts in a different corner. And as we progress through the dungeon, through the crypt, and we uncover individual crypts and tiles, we need to find the other members of the party and then find the hag. And The winning conditions, the victory. The heroes win the adventure by defeating the Howling Hag and disrupting the ritual by making sure that there are no time tokens remaining on the arcane circle. Defeat. The heroes lose this adventure if any hero has 0 hit points at the start of his or her turn and there are no healing surges remaining. The heroes also lose if there's no path available to reach the arcane tile. So that's interesting. And special adventure rules. So I suppose I need to read these, or maybe you can pause if you like. I will not read all these. I read them offline and then we can, just continue playing. All right. Right. A few things that are worth highlighting is that we constructed the monster token stack with 5 of each, 0 monster tokens, 1, 2, and a Howling Hag token. So every time I pull let's say it's this one, so it's the Howling Hag immediately from the get-go. Every time I pull a new one that says Howling Hag, she will just teleport all the way within the dungeon. Okay, I cannot explore in any other direction out of the 5x5 grid that we have in front of us. As soon as we reach the arcane circle, we need to put 5 time tokens on this tile, and every turn that we start and finish our hero's phase on this tile, we remove 1. When we remove all 5, we stop the ritual and we win the game. The other winning condition is that we kill the hag. Yeah, when we kill the hag and we pull another token, she returns with her full health to the board. Yeah, so that's that. I suppose the most important rules. I suppose we can begin. We can begin our adventure. Oh, by the way, let's just shuffle these again because I saw which one's which. So they should be completely shuffled right now, I hope. Yes, so we will be pulling from these, quite often, quite a lot. Yeah, there you go. Let's put these on the side. This is our starting equipment before we start the actual activations. So there we go. The first one, holy water. Okay. Use this during your hero phase instead of attacking. Choose an undead monster within 1 tile of you. It takes 1 damage. Well, this belongs to our cleric, doesn't it? Holy water. Okay. Unidentified scroll. There's no telling what this will do if read. Use instead of an attack action. Yeah. Shuffle the spell deck and draw a card. Your hero casts a spell. Okay, so this is something I forgot to tell you about. We will be using a lot of the spell decks from Tomb of Annihilation and Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So that's what they are. So this card is referring to this deck. So as soon as this occurs, we will use one of these. And also, I will be using a lot of, sorry for the noises, special effects. This is the trap deck. Again, Tomb of Annihilation. I think Mad Mage and Temple of Elemental Evil. I'm not sure. So you have your different traps to make things more interesting. I'll put it just there on the side. Some treasure tokens. So this goes into the gameplay. Unidentified scroll, of course. Our wizard, yeah. Yeah, it's just obvious. Treasure number 3. Oh, shield of protection. This enchanted shield grants magical protection. Play this item immediately. You gain a +1 bonus to AC when this item is in play. Of course, our warrior here, that's your job to tank the damage. So you need staff to assist you in that quest. And the final starting treasure is Scroll of Lightning Bolt. This scroll allows the user to cast a lightning bolt Use instead of an attack. Attack 1, 2, or 3 monsters. Each monster must be within 1 tile of a hero. +8, 2 damage, 1 if miss. That's a huge thing to start with. Who are we going to give it to? Wow, it's a magical scroll, so it sounds like the Meshra, our wizard. Yeah, that leaves Rat Shadow without any equipment. But you know, Rogue would not use a scroll of lightning bolt, now would she? Yeah. So Nemeshra, she starts the game with 2 scrolls. Right, there you go. Now, there's one more thing before we kick things off with this playthrough. So sorry for that, guys, but as it says in the description, it's a setup video as well. There's a lot of things that I need to explain and tell you about in the beginning so you understand what we're doing here. Right now, it's middle of July in Poland, where I'm based, and we have yet another heat wave, the same as the rest of Europe. So, you know, I'm enjoying this time with some whiskey on the rocks. I don't feel like drinking single malt whiskeys with such temperatures. So, you know, I have my where is it? Where's my glass? Where's my glass? There it is. So on my way home today from a restaurant, I popped into a local supermarket and I bought this 1 liter bottle of Chivas Regal, 12 years old. Chivas Regal is a blended whiskey that I have a sweet spot for. I think I started my whiskey journey with Chivas Regal many years ago when I got a bottle of Chivas Regal I think it was my father who bought me a bottle for my birthday around 10 or 12 years ago, something like that. And I looked at it and I said, what do I do with it? How do I drink it? Do I mix it with Coke or ice or drink it straight? I had no clue. So that's how my whiskey journey started. I started reading about different types of whiskey, blended, Scotch, single malt, and different regions in Scotland and Ireland and so on. But Chivas Regal has always been a sentimental journey for me in terms of enjoying whiskey. So when I went to the local supermarket today to buy some coal for the barbecue for tomorrow, I said, hang on a minute, I've got some ice, I've got some ice cubes, I don't have a blended whiskey. All I have is the single malts that I will never put on rocks. But Chivas on rocks is beautiful. So if you know them, good for you. If you don't, you have to catch up, guys. You have to catch up. So here's my tumbler, and I really enjoy these. Really heavy. Look at that. So this is my Chivas Regal. There I'll be sipping on the side. These are not true ice cubes. These are artificial, made of stone, I think it is. You just put it in the freezer and then you just cool your whiskey without diluting it. I don't like my whiskey diluted. And even if I have a cask strength whiskey like this one that I showed you the other day, which is 57%, I just drink it straight. Most of the time I drink it straight. 57% can be brutal depending on the type of whiskey. Anyways, enough of whiskey. You're not here to watch me talk about whiskey, but this is something I really enjoy, and I will be doing from time to time when talking and playing board games. Anyways, let's proceed with our first turn, and I think I'm going to start the activation with Brunor, Battlehammer Dwarf Fighter, right here in the corner. I don't even have to move, and I think I'll progress towards our rogue here, so at least maybe these guys can catch up together, and our cleric over there, right there in the top right corner, will proceed to the left to meet up with our wizard. So we're exploring in this direction. Now, our very first tile, the crypt tile, we know it's a crypt, we don't know which one though, is the lab. Okay, the lab. Oh, all right. The lab. So let me grab the room events deck from Castle Ravenloft, specifically for the lab, and here it is. Okay. Let's shuffle these. White triangle, so nothing to worry about in terms of encounters, but we have to draw a monster tile token to see if there's any monsters here. Let's grab one from the middle of the stack. It is a Howling Hag right from the get-go. Oh my god. I was not expecting that, so she just rushes in. Right there. But before we proceed with her activation, let's see what the lab gives us in terms of exploration. Oh, you rummage through the lab's contents, hoping to find something useful. Oh, sorry, you did not see that. Roll the die. Wizards add +5 to their rolls. Unfortunately, it's the fighter, so he ain't going to do that. On 115, nothing of value. 1620, draw 2 treasure tokens. Draw 1 treasure card instead if your campaign doesn't use treasure tokens. So that would apply to us. Okay. Where's my d20s? My d20s are all the way here. There's 1, there's 2. There you go. Let's have a look what it is. So 16 plus, it's 11. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. So the lab is explored and we failed to find anything of value to us. Okay, so that completes our exploration phase. We drew a monster card. Now villain phase kicks in. White triangle. No encounter card, but she will activate. So let me introduce the Howling Hag. She's a fae. The Howling Hag is a mortal woman corrupted by the rituals of the Strahd. Tactics. The Hag activates at the start of each villain phase, as all bosses do. If the Hag is within 1 tile of 2 or more heroes, she's not. If the Hag is on the tile with a hero, she's not. If the Hag has no path to a hero, well, she does. Otherwise, the Hag moves 1 towards the closest hero. Within tile 2 or more. If she's on the tile with a hero, she's not. Well, she does not attack. She just moves here. Does it say that she moves adjacent? No, it does not. So I will not read these until they apply. I'll just tell you that she has 15 AC and 10 HP. Right, so she's a reasonably tough opponent. Our Howling Hag. So that was our warrior. Right, not much has happened, but you know that's what happens when you begin your quests. I have a feeling we're going to start with our rogue right now. You may take a second non-attack action during your hero phase. Right, my hero. So what can I do now? If it's not the attack, can I move twice? Can I explore twice? Non-attack action. But if I explore, yeah. No, I suppose I can move twice, but there's no other tiles that I can move on. So I suppose I will just explore this tile. Oh, forgot about the traps. Sorry, guys. Forgot about the traps. Look at the amount of traps I have currently. The traps, of course, I knew I forgot about something. We have 3 traps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. I don't know, let's say this one. So the entrance to the lab is trapped. Bloody hell, I almost forgot about that. And that's quite important. I'll leave the D4 right there in the middle, so it reminds me. Okay, when I looked at the rogue, I said, hang on a minute, she can disable some traps for us, but there's no traps. Okay, so she explores in this direction. And this dungeon tile is Lonely Crypt. Ooh, with a black triangle. Doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good, does it now? Right, let's grab a coffin tile. Out of these three, it doesn't really matter. Oh, so what it was. No, it matters now. I don't want to see what it was. So I'll grab a few more, right? And I'll pick that one. Don't know what it is. So there's your coffin right there. Okay, traps. Let's see how many traps we have. We have 2 traps. Okay, let's grab 2 traps, one like this, one like that. So I suppose the coffin will be trapped. And what else? And this one. So as soon as I walk in, it's 30 chances of me falling into a trap. So 1 to 6 I fall into a trap, and the rest I'm all right. So these are the traps. We need to grab a token. Can you see? Yeah, you can see these. So I will just grab that one. 1 monster. Yeah. 1 monster, and let's shuffle them like so. Put them on the side. 1 monster, and we pull a monster card. Right there, an orc archer. Okay, an orc archer spawns here, but before he activates, does it say that she activates at the start of each villain? Did it say here also? The Howling Hag appears in subsequent Howling Hag is defeated. You can The monster token is Howling Hag. Find the Howling Hag villain card. The Howling Hag activates at the start of each hero's villain phase. Yeah, so she activates now. Okay, so we need to see what she's going to do. Within 1 tile or 2 or more. No, on the same tile. Yeah, she attacks that hero with a teleporting curse. Teleporting curse. It's this one. 7 plus. Ugh. It was 11, wasn't it? So 18 in total. Brunor's AC is 16 plus 1 from the shield is 17. So just one shy of success. 2 shy of success. So, and place the hero on a random corner tile. Crypt corner tile. Random. So I suppose we have these 3. Well, 4. So we will roll d20 and we'll divide it by 5. So as it says on the tiles, so 6 to 10, 1 to 5, and so on. 7. So he stays here and comes back. But he is dealt 1 damage. 1 damage goes to his character sheet. Okay. Did I do it right? No, I should have drawn the encounter cards. Sorry for that. There's just so many different things going on when you put all the things together. So the encounter card should have been first, then the hag, and then the archer. So let's see what happens. Circle of Death. A wave of shadows, a shadowy pulse-stopping energy blossoms from the center of the room. Attack each hero on the active hero tile. Each undead monster on the active hero regains 1 hit point. So it's actually here on this one. Plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Ooh, 2 damage. Our rogue, where is she? Her AC is 14, so she takes 2 damage. It's not the greatest of the first turns, if you ask me. Okay. So let's do it like that. She activated, and now the archer activates. The archer activates who's on this tile, and it says here that if he's adjacent, he's not within 2 tiles, he shoots the hero with an arrow. Oh, plus 2 damage, plus 6. Let's have a look. Another 2 damage goes through. Can I have 4 already. Can I do anything? Reliable talent. Use during your hero phase. Make it 3 at will attacks. You may discard 1 item. Attack, attack. Nothing I can do to protect myself with. So yeah, he goes to my control area like that. And that was our Rat Shadow, the rogue. Whew. It doesn't look good, does it now? I think we will activate with our Cleric Quinn now, and he will explore in this direction. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right. So we found a lot of things. Let's start with the traps. So one trap, that's okay. Can deal with that. We'll trap one of the crypts. No, not crypts. Tombs. Yeah, graves or coffins, if you like. So one, and I don't know, this one. They can contain some traps and treasures, and can be empty, just like your usual chests. So we've done that. We just need a token. This one. It's a Howling Hag, so she teleports all the way there. Just mix and match. Okay. We need an encounter card. We need a monster card. It's a Hobgoblin Fighter. Hobgoblin Fighter, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Hobgoblin Fighter. Okay. But the encounter will go first, then the Hag, and then the Hobgoblin Fighter. Okay, so let's do it like this. This is the spot for the Howling Hag. Encounter is Distraction. Things change as rapidly in the Undermountain that it's hard to know what to pay attention to. You must spend the experience points to cancel this encounter card. If you don't have enough XP points in the XP pile, you must spend all the XP points in the experience pile. I don't have any. I don't have any. So this is just discarded. No effect. Brilliant. Whew. Okay. The Hag moves one closer to me. Now the Hobgoblin Fighter, right? 15 AC, 1 HP. If he is within one tile, moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a sword. So moves close to me. 7 plus 7. 3. Yeah? So 10, it's a miss. Whew. Lucky for us. So, yeah. There's nothing else we could do. Or is there? Sacred Flame, Cleric's Shield, Healing Him. Use this power during your hero phase, during your hero phase. So nothing that I could do right now. Right, Wizard now. She has 2 scrolls. Oh, and I forgot, King's Crypt. Oh, one of the most important things. The room event stack for the King's Crypt. Maybe we can find something beneficial out of that. It says it's an event. A ghostly figure wearing fine armor and a burnished crown materializes. Finally, some heroes have arrived to drive the demon out of my keep. Let me help you. The active hero may regain 3 health points. Come on, I don't have any wounds on me. So there you go. We seem to have, blown it. Yeah. Now it's our wizard. It's her turn now. She will explore in this direction. I want to get to the cleric as fast as possible and then start and obliterate some of the monsters to farm some loot. So the dungeon tile that we found is Strahd's Crypt. Ooh, doesn't sound nice, does it? Let's put it like that, and it blocks our way. It forces us to go this direction, right? White triangle, so no encounters. So where's there it is. Let's see if there's any traps. 2 traps. So I suppose we will trap the entrance. we will trap the entrance, and we will also find the event card. So we have 3, so again 30, well, 66% chance of me falling into a trap if I want to move in there. We need a coffin. Hopefully we will not run out of coffins anytime soon. Right, so let's grab this one, for example, a completely random one. Yeah, so that's that. There's no, oh, I suppose I will trap the coffin then. So it's 33 chances of me falling into a trap when I move into script. And let's look for the cards. Strahd. Strahd, where are you? Come on, matey. Dark Fountain, Fetish, Shot Script, there we are. Let's shuffle the deck. And, ooh, it's a long one. Fine rags cover the floor. White alabaster columns stretch to the ceiling covered in bas-relief mosaics. Many what? Luxury, sorry for that, adorn the crypt. You examine the bottles held in the oaken wine rack and are relieved they contain wine. The active hero rolls the die if they choose to drink the wine. Add +5 bonus to the roll if the player is a dwarf. I'm not a dwarf. I'm an elf. Don't tell the elf. Yeah, let's do it. 20! The wine gives you a warm glow of well-being. Regain 2 health points. Oh, come on. We're not wounded. So it's another healing that we lost. We already lost 5 HP that we could have healed. So that's that. That's what happened. Monster now. I don't know. This one. Howling Hag. And she zips and teleports across the map. She will be doing that quite a lot, I suppose. Right? There's no encounter, but there's no monster either. I shouldn't have drawn this hobgoblin then. I think I made a mistake, but I'll leave it as it is. You know, I made a mistake, I have to pay for it. Because if I draw a monster hag, then I shouldn't have... Oh, I can't recall it now. How did she get there? Anyways, no encounter, traps, Howling Hag teleported because we drew the monster token. So she now moves 1 towards my wizard. Right. And there we are. I think we'll just stop this episode right here. And we talked about a lot through the setup, so apologies if it took too long, and I hope I didn't bore you to death with all the bits and pieces, but I felt it was quite important to tell you about the things I've done. And I've created a monster, a behemoth of a game, but I enjoy it so much, especially, you know, I've played a few test runs in the background offline, and I have to tell you, this system, and when you combine the encounter cards, it provides so much flavor to the game, and you just, you know, it's just endless amount of fun. I hope I can share that with you in the videos, and you'll see when the dungeon unfolds itself and when we progress towards the arcane circle that things will get complicated, to say the least. All right, no spoilers. Right. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope to see you in the next one very, very soon. And yeah, until then, bye-bye.